Alright, back with chapter 10. It says the Proverbs of Solomon. The Proverbs of Solomon: a wise son makes a glad father, which is true. But a foolish son is a sorrow to his mother. Think about that. A wise son makes a glad father, but a foolish son is sorrow to his mother. Treasures gained by wickedness do not profit, but righteousness delivers from death. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but he thwarts the craving of the wicked. A slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. He who gathers in summer is a prudent son, but he who sleeps in harvest is a son who brings shame. Blessings are on the head of the righteous, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. The memory of the righteous is a blessing, but the name of the wicked will rot. The wise of heart will receive commandments, but a babbling fool will come to ruin. Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but he who makes his ways crooked will be found out. Whoever winks the eye causes trouble, but a babbling fool will come to ruin. The mouth of the righteous is the fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. On the lips of him who has understanding wisdom is found, but a rise from the back of him who lacks sense. Read verse 13 again. On the lips of him who has understanding wisdom is found, but a rod is from the back of him who lacks sense. Basically talking about spanking your children. Verse 13 says, but a rod is from the back of him, or his butt, who lacks sense. Meaning that if your child is in constant rebellion against you, he's constantly, just saying, he's constantly smarting off to you, saying smart remarks, whoop his little butt pretty much, and you spank his tail and he'll stop. But if you don't do it, if you don't ever spank or discipline your child, he won't never learn what's right and wrong, and he's going to continue being, being a spoiled brat pretty much until you do something about it, until you whoop his tail with a belt or something, and then he'll understand, hey, I don't need to do this no more. Exactly. If you spare the rod, your child's gonna grow up to be a jerk. He's gonna be he's gonna be a wild child pretty much. He's gonna go out and get in trouble. He's going to disobey you. He's going to disrespect you. So that's your own fault if you choose not to whoop your children or not to discipline them. Then of course they're going to grow up to be that way, and that's your own fault. But if you do discipline your child, you do whoop their tails, then they'll turn away from that stuff, and they'll start listening to you, and they'll start respecting you more. So whoop your children when they're doing wrong. Always discipline your child. It says 14, the wise lay up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool brings ruin near. A rich man's wealth is his strong city. The poverty of the poor is their ruin. The wage of the righteous leads to life, the gain of the wicked to sin. Whoever heeds instruction is on the path of life, but he who rejects reproof or discipline leads others astray. The one who conceals hatred has lying lips. Whoever utters slander is a fool. When words are many, transgression is not lacking, but whoever restrains his lips is prudent. The tongue of the righteous is choice silver. The heart of the wicked is of little worth. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for lack of sense. The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. Doing wrong is like a joke to a fool, but wisdom is pleasure to a man of understanding. What the wicked dreads will come upon him, but the desire of the righteous will be granted. When the tempest passes, the wicked is no more, but the righteous is established forever. Like vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes, so is the sluggard to those who sin him. The fear of the Lord or the love of the Lord prolongs life, but the years of the wicked will be short. The hope of the righteous brings joy, but the expectation of the wicked will perish. The way of the Lord is a stronghold to the blameless, but destruction to evildoers. The righteous will never be removed, but the wicked will not dwell in the land. The mouth of the righteous brings forth wisdom, but the perverse tongue will be cut off, or a sexual tongue is someone who speaks sexual or perverse language will be cut off, or will be killed by God. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked what is perverse. Yeah, like someone who's saved, they know what to say and why not to say. But Someone who is not saved, they don't care. They'll just spew all kinds of language out of their mouth because they don't care. Because they're in sin. They're in sin. They're not repenting. So hence they will face wrath from God in hell when they die. It's chapter 10, and I'll be back with chapter 11 here shortly.